Good morning, people. I've just checked out of the presidential suite here at Raffles Hotel. I thought I'd stay opposite horseguards. Why? Well, two reasons. One, means I didn't need to wake up so early, and two, we can enjoy this beautiful weather as I clamber down the steps. I didn't really stay in the presidential suite. I stayed in the cellar, folks, because when I arrived I told them that I forgot my wallet, and they said, I'm sorry, that's all that we have to offer you accommodation wise. But hey, I'm not fussy. We peasants are happy to sleep in subterranean spaces. Now, what we're looking at this morning, although it looks kind of busy, it's not, and that's good. Why? Because it won't last. Why won't it last? Well, today, folks, is the first day of the school holidays here in the UK. Almost every British school child is no longer at school, which means it's absolutely flipping packed in London already. Already. The week has barely begun and it's already chocker. Trafalgar Square, packed. They just finished cleaning up all of the paraphernalia from the New Year celebrations yesterday that we sort of stumbled on. Now, interestingly, it's a guard change this morning, and as you can see already, the police are saying to everybody, get your whatevers behind the line. That's what they're saying. Why? Because it's a busy morning, people, and it's going to get busier and busier. Look at this. Lifeguards heading out. Oh, Bradford's not a happy boy. Look at this. Neither's this one. They're all sort of running sideways. How curious. I mean, I know that some of the horses are kind of excitable. They understand that they might well be in my video, and of course they run out, trying to be the first ones in the video. It's extraordinary, isn't it? They don't need to be that excited. It's not that interesting to be in my video. But for some reason, the word gets around in the stables, typically on a Sunday. Oh, that guy from London City Auction is going to be here tomorrow morning. We better put on a show. And you just saw it. They were almost dancing for us, guys. It was like the horse version of Swan Lake. And it was a glorious thing to see, was it not? So, lifeguards through the tunnel. Why have they gone through the tunnel? Well, they haven't decided to quit the army and go and work somewhere else. We've got a regimental changeover this morning, which means ta-ta-ta-ta-da, Blues will be back very soon. Like very soon, like imminently, in fact. Always in the places where you miss all the fun. Yeah. Did you not see that? What just happened?
Yeah.
Oh, no, we're going to run into the camera. Yeah. Busy so far or not really? It's going to be. The number of tourists and people out with their kids up there is just completely ridiculous. It is going to be proper packed. But I mean, it's good. The sun is shining. It's actually pretty cold though, considering it's so sunny. Oh, hold on. I think that her friend or relative was saying, grab the reins, quick. Now's your only chance. We are looking at the last probable, let me think. I haven't actually had a look at the clock. Wait, let me check on my phone. The last probable 10 to 15 minutes, I would think. It's 5 minutes to 11, yeah. The Blues are coming through imminently. Oops. That cheeky horse. Very curious and very cheeky. Somebody here yesterday, guys, was involuntarily castrated. You might have seen that in the latest video. Yep. He came to horseguards, got hornies intact, and left without them. But he was good-humoured about it. In fact, actually, exceedingly good-humoured. And that person is something I admire, massively admire it. Why? Because you've got to laugh. Secondly, the horses, as we know, are super unpredictable. For example, at this end, I don't know why, car just pulled this horse way out of the box Ah, folks, what's the horse with the slight brown patches on the side of its face? I forgot already. Ah. This horse was not here yesterday. How can I not remember? Yeah, we know this horse, folks. We've seen this horse many times recently. But for some reason, probably because it's Monday morning. Cute. This horse in this light. Look, oh, he's looking at the camera. Good morning. Hello. Welcome. It's very inquisitive. Nope, didn't feed him your fingers. Momentarily we're going to get Blues and Royals arriving. Let's try not to trip tourists up, guys, by sticking my foot out. I think the horse is saying, guys, can you give me some sunglasses? I'm generally surprised that some tourists don't have sunglasses. It's probably the brightest morning of the year. Guard is smart. He's pulled himself just back into the shadow of the arch in the box. Good thinking, Guard. Oh. The horse just headbutted her.
谢谢，没问题呀。
Very cute, the enthusiasm of some people. Oh, hold on, this is the super enthusiastic lady that was here a moment ago. She's delighted. Boyfriend's not quite as happy. Nope, bro's not going to smile no matter what. Anyway, ladies and gents, that's the bell, which is my cue to head inside. Why? Because we have got imminently some more horses arriving. Just about to happen. Oh, speaking of which, I can see all of the Blues. Look at this. At the back of the parade ground, they're just coming over. Police horses at the front, just beyond the officers, Blues and Royals arriving in the sunshine. Is it a long guard? No, it's not. It's not. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be, but then again, last Monday it was, and I wasn't expecting that to happen either. So there we are. The corner, the far corner, is sunny. If I go and try and film over there, it's going to be a huge mistake. Why? Because we're going to get the sunlight in the camera. Just like the guard in the archway has got the sunlight in his face. Look how bright it is, guys, in the yard. So this side, this morning, is actually the smart option. Let's hope the horse is not a little bit too freaked out when they come through. Like all of you, I'm super curious to see which horses come through. And indeed, actually, whether or not we've got a new bunch of troopers. Because we're into the first four... Wait, actually, what's the date today? 12th? 10th? Wait. 12th. Yeah, it is the 12th. We should, in theory, see some new faces among the troopers. As well as among the horses. Let's see. At the moment, all the tourists, fortunately, are flooding through to the back. And the crowd at the back on the parade ground this morning is absolutely huge. It's giant. In fact, the crowd behind me is giant as well. They've got a massive white or grey police horse. White to look out. I know it's a grey. A massive grey in the middle, just behind the officer. It's okay. Yeah. There we are. All being funneled off to the left. Great, perfect. The more people that leave the yard, the quieter it's going to be when the horses clip-clop in. I personally prefer it when the yard is deserted, except for myself, the camera, the officers and the horses. That way we get to hear every clop and every clip. Any moment they're going to come through. The first lifeguard's already out. You should get the first half of the blues coming through. It's normally just after 11. It's 11:03 now. Imminently, folks. And when I talk about it being a nice morning, I'm really not exaggerating. Look at the sky. Look at this. Spectacular, isn't it, to be honest? It really is lovely. It should be a thoroughly splendid day. And no, folks, before you ask, they haven't hired new private security. Those are Met officers. And to be honest, they're playing it smart right now. Alright, let's get through here. Perfect timing. Blues and Royals. Horse number 1. 2. Oi, oi, oi. This one's not a happy bunny. Look at that. 3. 4. And a corporal of horse on number 5. Very familiar face here. Lifeguards are back in the arches behind me. Look at that. Corporal of horse has chosen royal beauty. Can't see the hoof number. We don't know which horse it is. Brr. Oh, anyway, first 5 in, everybody, on a Monday morning. Now, I was hoping, as I mentioned before, to be the only one here. Yeah, that didn't quite happen. What a surprise. However, next up will be the horse changeover. So let's head to the front and wait for that to happen. I didn't pick out, simply visually, any of the blues horses in particular, but I'm pretty sure we've got 1 or 2 new ones. We'll see. We will see. Super bright, actually, like really bright. Gonna have to be careful actually with this sun this morning. Hey, gonna have to go to the far side of the horse, otherwise it's going to be completely flooded with too much light, like way too much. Okay, that's a little bit better. Too bright though, and some it's just like can't even film. I'm almost tempted, folks, to go even further back. Wait. I did mention this, didn't I, yesterday about, hey, where's the best place to stand? I mean, strictly speaking, here is the best place to stand. You get the sign, the horse, the guard, the gates, the police, the tourists, and the weather. I mean, what more could one want? The problem is, when you're this far back, you get a lot of heads bobbing up and down. I personally, I don't have an issue with their head bobbing up and down in front of me, but not when I'm filming. Look at the glint on the sword. I'm trying to move the camera a teeny bit so it picks up that. There it is, look. It almost looks like a lightsaber. See that when I slightly pan it? Glint. Good news, they're just about to change the horses. In the next.
Inside,
no, here. They're bringing the guys in red are about to leave. They finished.
Right.
New regiment just arrived, and the new horses with the new troopers are coming out into the boxes.
You can sometimes see them here as well, can't you?
Yeah, their colleagues just left, and the new regiment just rode in. The new horses went into the stables. They'll come out of the stable shortly and come into the 2 boxes. So in the next 5, 6, 7 minutes, something
So
like that.
wait here then.
This is the best spot. Yep. Pleasure. Okay, so it's pretty busy here. I'm happy to help out tourists, British tourists who I'm not quite sure what happens and when it happens, but more importantly where it happens. But that glint, yeah, I'm really admiring the glint on the sword this morning. You see that people are shielding their eyes when they come through. Outside today without sunglasses, not a good move. Actually, I like this view because we've got a lot of hustle and bustle, haven't we? Somewhat off to the right of the frame. The colours, not just of the horse and obviously the trooper, but of all the people as well. These are these folks it's worth leaping out of bed for. Oh, I really thought somebody was going to come through the box then. It's these kind of mornings when the horses are way out of the front and the doors are open and they're waiting for the Blues and Royals to take over, that occasionally somebody not focusing might come through the box. Unlikely, but you never know. If it happens, it happens. If it happens, I'm here to capture it happening. That's what matters. For goodness me, I mean, it's a throng they've got going on here. The police and troops, I think, are going to be shouting at everybody to get way behind the bollard shortly. And bearing in mind, folks, almost everyone is at the back because the troopers are still lined up, both regiments. Madness, isn't it? Absolutely. Also, just like, get me out of here. To be honest, this horse and the lifeguards have pulled a lucky ticket. Monday morning, very, very, very bright morning. They're about to leave and go back to Hyde Park. Horses will be running around in Hyde Park tomorrow morning. However, today is the only forecast super sunny day, folks. It's supposed to start raining again, would you believe, tomorrow for a few days. Yeah, extraordinarily unfortunate, to be honest. Really, really unfortunate for people that are arriving tomorrow or the day after. Anyone that arrived in London on Saturday or yesterday, you really hit the jackpot. Honestly, I think today, folks, is going to be the best light of the year so far. It really is something else, isn't it? Everything and everyone looks good on a morning like this. Also deciding whether he wants to nip anyone before he goes back to Hyde Park. I wonder if somebody said that there's going to be someone here filming this morning. You should all walk out of the gate and turn right because the stream of people toward the camera is quite unusual. Oh, is it the first sacrifice? Like, stand there. I wasn't bidden you yet. Welcome to London, people. Monday morning. Explosion of colours. I thought there'd be more bobble hats, to be honest with you. It's definitely bobble hat wearing weather. 5 degrees. Feels more like about 6 or 7 in the sun. But it is chilly. Yeah. Even troopers like, where the hell are these blues? Yep, I know you're sad to be going horse. He's like, I had enough of these people. Everyone's standing here waiting, the queue along the front, massive queue behind me, all waiting for the blues to come into the box. I mean, I'm waiting as well because I really can't wait to see which horses they bring out first. And luckily, we don't need to expect any surprises. Why? Because unless they've recruited some new horses over the weekend, we'll know from the hoof numbers which horses are out this morning.
I love that video. I looked at every single one of the photos that we had. It was so nice.
Beautiful there, folks. Honestly, you could take any single one of these images as a screenshot. It's so nice this morning. very unusual to see people wearing face masks or any kind of covering in London now. Exceedingly unusual, to be honest. He's going to poke the horse in the eye with his phone if he's not careful. Actually, wait, I've just realised he's an ocular surgeon. He's taking close-up images of the eyes for research purposes. Horsey, look at me. See how many people are flooding, folks, from the tunnel area? Either waiting in the yard, expecting something to happen, and about to be disappointed that it's not in there anyway, and out to the front. Oh, good morning to you as well, sir. Bit of an eyeball there. By a horse. So I just interrupt his jogging routine to get a picture, look, in the distance. You're allowed to touch the horses.
Oh, are you? Oh, I didn't think you were.
Yeah, I know, it's a big misconception. Yeah, you are. Yeah, people only get shouted at when they grab the reins or touch the guard's boots. Of course, you recognise that. Yeah, a lot of people tell other people off there all the time because they think, hey, you can't touch the horse. But yeah, it seems odd. It does seem odd even to me, but it is permissible.
I just would have thought that you just wouldn't be able to.
But then again, if people didn't touch the horses wouldn't bite them. So I mean, it's a kind of it's a two-way street. Boom. Horsey's listening to us this morning, folks.
Yeah.
A very busy civil servant. Right, first Blues and Royals horses are coming out. Here we are, Bollard's time. Wait, Horsey knows, look, he knows that it's time to change over. You can tell, folks, that he knows, look. And having all this traffic doesn't really help either. Okay, 2 Blues and Royals on the way out right now. Bunch of beauties. I can't see. In fact, I recognise a trooper on the horse, but I have no clue which horse he's on. Let's open the magic list. This time we're going to make sure I'm looking at the Blues list and not the lifeguard list. Right, folks, goodbye Mr. Horse, goodbye lifeguard, and good morning Blues and Royals. Oh, yes, good morning to you as well. Okay, camera time. Goof time. Fingers crossed time. Oh gosh, it's very sunny. Oh, flipping hell, wait. Hold on 1 second. I've got an idea of what it might be, but it's not clear. Wait, let's have a look. Goodness gracious. Can you read the number? But that's what I thought, but it doesn't exist, it's not on the list. Unless it's new. Yeah, it's not there in any of the 3 troopers. Okay, we might have a new horse, folks. I mean, this number doesn't exist on the list anywhere. It's actually higher than any number I've seen before as well. So I wonder if they actively decided, let's bring on a new horse. Either that or we're misreading the hoof number. However, a friend just read it as well and he agreed with me on which number it is. Let me see if I can get much closer and get a real good snap before the tourist massive throng comes through. Okay, wait, let's have another look. Gosh, that's a real messy number. Actually, the 3rd digit is a problem. It's a triple digit horse. Wait. Okay, I'm calling the horse as being one we haven't seen before. Oh, wait, horse is having a moment. Look, it's woken up. This is sort of 99% certainty. Revenge, the name of this horse. Now let's hope that, just like Jaws, he does get his revenge on disrespectful, naughty tourists. Yeah, that's one hell of a mushy hoof number. There's nothing else close enough to it really as an alternative, so it's either a new horse or it's Revenge. My money's on Revenge. Revenge, look at me now if your name is Revenge. We'll see. Hello. Revenge, Revenge, Revenge. Okay, I'm on the fence. Let's have a look at the other one. Okay, they're just changing over the chitsman and gatesman from lifeguards to blues and royals. That's ongoing, and as you can see, the queue or crowd is enormous. Look, it's full. Okay, wow, look at this. We've got the blues and royals version of Radford. But unlike Radford with his white socks, this one has got huge black socks. Wow, look. That forelock is super long as well. It's actually hanging down past the eyes. I'd wait for the tourists to take their pictures and I'll get a number for us. Honestly, folks, this could be Radford's brother or sister. Noticing the similarity and those giant hoofs, look, and fluffy socks. He's wearing his winter socks. Light again, wait, let's see if I can get it clear. This is a horse I don't remember seeing before. Have they brought 2 new ones over? I mean, maybe they brought 5 new ones over. Sorry for the slightly wonky camera work. Oh good lord, what on earth is this number? Hold on. I'm right in front now, but I'm still not sure we're going to be able to get it. So for slightly wonky camera work, it's moving forward when I move forward. Too dark, the hoof. Look. He's a curious little nipper, I can tell you that. Yeah, we're going to need to wait for the light to move. I can't even make out anything on the... Actually, wait, maybe it's... Hold on. Please ask a tourist with eyesight that's better than mine. You got good eyesight? You got good eyesight? Like, can you see very well?
It depends what...
You see on the front of the horse's hoof, there's a number. Can you see what it says? Which number it is? No? Yeah, see this one here? No? Can't read it? He has better eyes. Okay, so it's not just me. Hard to read, isn't it? Very. Yeah, folks, we're not going to do it. Despite Anglo-French collaboration, it's not happening. Yep. I think the troopers look at me like, you're not going to get it, no matter what. Wait, hold on a second. think instinctively, folks. So I'm talking to my videos at the same time. I'm going to call the horses being shearer. Now that isn't 100%, but it's about 90%. It kind of matches as well. I mean, I can't really explain why, but good morning to the trooper as well. So easy for the diary. These are going to need to be absolutely confirmed, but I'm pretty sure of what we've seen so far that I've got the numbers right. Curious thing is going to be how many of the horses are new then, actually. So, hey, morning. I'm just looking at it because I can't read it. I was just talking to a lady there as well and said, "What's the number?" I can't read it. It's too. Even when I take a picture, it's like it's a mess. The number on this hoof, no. The same as the other ones, to be honest. The other one's a mess as well. What if I like scraping the hoof numbers off so we can't read them anymore? You're right. You've been away for a while. All good. Yeah. I mean, it was so busy this weekend. It was crazy, like you wouldn't believe. And this week is school holidays, you know that, yeah? So this week is going to be again. Shame we can't. Yeah, it's going to be difficult to know these two. I think I might try and speak to the corporal of horse when he comes out. I'll tell him that you told me to speak to him. So if I get in trouble, it'll be your fault. Right, Wade. Okay, so next up should, in theory, be the rest of the lifeguards arriving, followed by the final blues leaving. I'm going to call the two horses. I didn't lie. I'm going to call the two horses, as I said. I'm pretty sure, but not concrete. Betting my life certain. Oh, there we are, kneeling for the King's Guard. That's very kind of him. Look, kneeling in tribute, like the Romans used to do. Yeah, I'm going to call them as being Revenge and Shearer. I'm pretty sure that Shearer is not named after Alan Shearer. Everybody. I don't know what Shearer would be named after, but I'm pretty certain it's not Alan Shearer. But I think it was a Newcastle. It was a Geordie footballer. I'm not a football fan, so apologies, folks, if I'm getting the team wrong, or indeed Alan Shearer's previous role wrong. Yeah, that's a very curious one. The fact that both of the hooves are, we had several pairs of eyes on them, plus a super high zoom times 10 lens, and we still can't quite get it. But looking at what I think the number is, either side, and compare it to the list, at least that way I can rule out numbers that don't exist. Does that kind of make sense? If it looks like two different numbers, I can compare it, and if one doesn't exist, then in all probability it's going to be the other one. Because often on the hooves, the 6s look like 8s and vice versa. That's the biggest problem. Whenever there is a 6 or an 8 involved, it's a mess. Sometimes the 1s look like a 7, etc, etc, etc. This is kind of what we're dealing with already. Beautiful light over across Raffles, over the street. Yeah, for some reason I just instinctively think this horse looks like a Shearer. He's like, look, we got it, Shearer. Yeah, I think I was right. Wait until later in the video, ask a trooper, and he's like, "What are you talking about? I got both of them wrong." He's not actually quite as stocky as Radford. He's like Radford's junior brother. But you can see that sort of almost Shire mix in the massive hooves and those legs. It almost looks like the legs of a cow with the body of a horse on top. And that really is the longest forelock we've ever seen here. Perfectly combed. In fact, if I had that much hair, I would style it the same way, down my forehead. Listen, we've probably got too much light. Back into the bit again. To revenge. I'm trying to stay reasonably close to the front gates because I want to capture the last of the lifeguards leaving. Does this horse look like a revenge? I mean, it kind of does. Troopers pulled the other horse completely out of the box, and that's good because now we know 100% it's definitely a gelding, without a shadow of a doubt. 100% a gelding. Tour guide is saying that horse is very intimidating, don't go near it. If you do go near it and the horse bites you, scream as loudly as possible and the horse will move back into the box. Then dial 999 and within 4.5 hours, possibly 4, an ambulance will arrive. Do not at any point go back to the horse, ignore him. Instead, walk through the front gates where they'll park the ambulance and seek medical attention. He's a good tour guide explaining all in fluent Spanish. How to seek medical treatment in the event of an emergency. Okay, here we go. Lifeguards coming out. Lifeguards plus their lovely horses. I'm zooming through the crowd. Off they go. Boom. Which means next up, the rest of the Blues and Royals arriving. Everyone looks so happy this morning because it's almost impossible to take a bad picture when the light's like this. Actually, a lot of people waiting to go through the tunnel because it's so packed. I'm starting to think, everybody, that they might need a bigger tunnel.
Yeah. My mate sent
Yeah, they definitely need a bigger tunnel. I think they should increase it so it's the same size as Eurotunnel. That way it would allow 50 times more tourists to come through at peak periods. We're still in winter, folks. We're still in February, and we've got summer numbers in Feb. So what's the summer going to be like this year? Busy, I think is the right word for it. Imminent arrival of the rest of the Blues and Royals horses. Of course, folks, without saying it, you already know I'm on the lookout for Ormond. No, I have no clue whether we'll see him, but... Right, that's it. Lifeguards are off. Horse is trotting. Bye-bye. It's Radford, actually. Cheeky Radford. Hello. Way to get shouted at. I won't forget, folks. I'll come through any moment. I think the shop's going to make a pretty penny today as well. Lifeguards have pretty much already made it across the parade ground. See that in the distance? That's super far away. So to the horse get exercise. Even, in fact, the ride from here back to Hyde Park is 2 miles. unobscured views, folks, of the horses arriving. Good morning, number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Some familiar faces. 5, 6. And ho ho ho. And why does that beauty at the end look super familiar to me? Drop in the comments, guys. Who was the last horse? We know that horse. Very distinctive. Full white socks. Very distinctive blaze. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. That's right, folks. Nope, it's not the free vouchers that often drop into the McDonald's app on a Monday. It's even better than that. Why? Because the giveaway here is even more generous than a McDonald's. See, even rich people come across to be fed. Look. Obviously, you prefer not to go on camera. His lordship there. He's hoping for some carrots and some onions to make a stew. Back to the front we go. All good? I'm not sure where the Earl just went. I know everywhere that wasn't Earl Grey. God, it's a tough one deciding which end, but I'm going to go with this end. Now let me explain my logic. Most people coming out the gates turn this way. However, given that the light at the other end is a little bit off this morning, i.e. too bright, this, in my opinion, is the finest spot. Gate, horse, tourist. Or tourists. Look. I know, everybody, not reshooting Les Miserables right now. This is actually real. In fact, I think I've just spotted. Just coming through the gate in the middle is Jean Valjean. I'm just looking for Javert. Oh, I think this is Fontaine on the right. Oh, just ran over, look. It's like, I am Javert. Do not forget my name. 24601. Sorry, guys. Revealing my weakness, stroke obsession for Les Mis. I want to send my picture and the guard. Bro. Right, the first sacrifices are arriving, guys. It is Monday after all. Horses need fresh blood. Oh wait, the guard is completely jammed between the police officers. Look, police officers got stuck in the crowd. Oh, trying to take a picture there with an invisible camera. French performance artist. Oh, here is the camera. It's a very good thing. I'm looking at the list. I've got an idea of which ones there might be, but until I can check with somebody, I don't want to actually say it because I'm kind of about 95% certain. But these numbers are too hard to read. This one you said?
Yes, 140.
That's what I thought in the picture, but it's not because it's not on the list. Look,
It's not on your list.
it doesn't exist. Wait, look.
But then,
Okay, so Blues and Royals, yeah?
yeah.
Not in that troop. Not in that troop.
Yeah.
And not in that troop. That number doesn't exist.
This maybe is new.
So it's either new or we're misreading the number. Because that's exactly what I thought it said, but it can't be. Not only that, this number would be higher than any other number. So okay, maybe it is a new one, but it doesn't look like a new one. What do you think, Michelle? What do you think the number is? I mean, the two of us can't figure it out, so we're at a loss. To be honest, I think even if I went over and kind of touched it,
RH or D.
is it an 8 at the end or a 0? RGHD on the left, Royal Horse Guards and First Dragoons, but I can't see the third digit. It doesn't make any sense.
140.
Even if it is 140, that horse doesn't exist. There's no 140 horse on the stable list. Very odd. Yeah, guys, we are at a loss today. And we're all super close to the hoof, so if we can't figure out this this proximity, it won't happen and all that good. I'll see if I can find a friendly trooper when the boxes get heaved open. Oh. Even this guy's trying to get the hoof number with his camera. The problem is that's not the hoof. In fact, in fact, with his camera, he could definitely get it for us. Wait, I'm going to ask him in a minute if he comes over here. He'll take a picture of it. It looks like he's just put the camera inside that guy's ear. Wow. Photographer's always running outside, look. On a day like today, I can't say I blame them. Tourists are being very shy today for some reason, I don't know why. See, she's just like, you know what? I'm not going to get next to the horse. Right. We're in the yard and out of the sunshine. Why? Why not? It's actually a totally different vibe here today. Now it's the school holidays to what we get at the weekends. I mean, absolutely different in every way, in a very good way. Look, just groups of people, and lots and lots and lots and lots of British tourists. so many regional accents, in fact, around the UK, and that's, as I've mentioned before, folks, pretty unusual. Very relaxed, almost like there's no pressure. At the weekends, there's always pressure for space, to get good pictures, and more importantly, if it's wet and horrid, to make sure you don't get soaking wet. It's really kind of different world this morning. I was hoping we would spot a trooper in the yard. That was my cunning plan, but there were no troopers out. So until we find somebody, I can ask. But err on the side of caution. Feels like the summer, guys, eh? The problem is people think I'm talking to them when I'm walking around, but I'm not. Oh, that was Jake Gyllenhaal for a second. Jake, come back. Oh, some little picnic over there in the background. It's flaring its nostrils. In fact, I'm not even sure this is a horse, everybody. I think this might well be. They've got a couple of horses where they sort of crossbred a bull with a horse in a HCAV. It's got a real sort of bull-like stance. The legs, look at the hooves, and those massive nostrils. The problem is people are just sort of hanging around and blocking other people from going up to the horse. Uh-oh. The way that Saudi dude just strode in. Well done. Oh. What's he sensitive? So are these toys going to be in a second if they don't get out of the way? Oh, he's walking around. Too much of a gent to scream at them. I think he's going to go left. Okay, maybe not. Now, the key thing this morning is, are they going to go to the end of the tunnel? Yeah, my money's still on him going left.
Buradan çekti tek. Şimdi dönecek.
Okay, so we kind of went through this, didn't we, last week? And if you remember, what happened is we went to the tunnel, and pretty much the second that the trooper reached the end of the tunnel, he left. And I think, from memory, it's actually the same trooper. So I'm going to thwart his cunning plan by not moving from here. So I think he's coming back. Oh. There we are. Yep. Okay. Right, we'll figure it out slowly, folks. Very slowly but surely. The troopers that we really recognise, several of whom are not here yet, not back yet, I should say. We know the ones that happily stand at the end of tunnel for a good period of time and wait to see what happens when the tourists start to post the pictures. That light this morning is all over the place, isn't it? In the camera, it's really playing with it. And it doesn't actually matter where I stand. It is somewhat problematic. I'm trying to give you more of a 3D overview of the way the traffic moves here on a busy morning. Super. I would say there's more a probability than a possibility of there being a part 2 this morning. What I will do though, everybody, wait, look at the time. It's 10 to noon. Yeah, I will see what happened after the noon changeover. Sorry, just looking through the gate. I will wait. It will depend, honestly, folks, on which horses they bring out to replace the 2 that are here at noon. That's in 10 minutes. And at that point, the noon bell is when I'll end this video and start a new one, hoping for certain one in horses.
Zrobi. Idziesz Filip ze mną? Chodź. Chodź, chodź. No chodź. Chodź z boku.
What's that beret? Oops. Crazy, yeah? Uh-oh.
Sérieux, les enfants, on marchait droit.
At least you spotted the sign. Oh, I think speaking Danish. Very rare to get Danish visitors here. Can anyone confirm any of you folks watching? I'm pretty sure they were speaking Danish. I'm a huge fan of Danish cinema, so I'm sure that was Danish. It's harsh vowels. So they didn't say duck.
Both of you together. I just think it's from now.
We'll just be on this side. How about?
Oh, tourist group just arrived. Utterly shocked at the fact there are horses here. They can't believe it.
Yeah.
Beraber çekiliyoruz.
Guarda che te la chiedi alla Romina. Gaia? Vieni qua.
I'm hearing lots of ragazzi and allora. Oh. We've got about 2 or 3 minutes until the bell. So it's crazy busy, folks. I mean, you can probably hear all the speaking behind me. Actually, we've got 5 minutes. People are pushing in. There's no queuing system in place this morning. All good? Yeah, good. You?
Lovely day, isn't it? Lovely weather.
It's got to be the best day of the year for sure so far.
Left my thermals at home, but I think my books will
I got thermals at the bottom though. It's still pretty cold.
Yeah. Actually, first I completely forgot to try and talk to the troop when he opened the boxes. Silly me. Let's see what happens after they're closed again, depending on which horses come out. Oh God,
God, here we go. Okay, so first time we've got an Italian group here with a loudspeaker. Probably so much foot traffic is the lens is all over the place when they're walking by. It's not sure what to focus on. That's how much closer my nose is going to be touching the horse's nose. So that was probably one of her first times in front of a horse. Oops. It's lucky the horse to go to nip her. She would have had a heart attack. Right, this is the point at which people get told to shift. I think the days of the guards screaming in people's faces to get behind the bollards are in all likelihood probably over. Missing those glorious moments last Easter, going into the summer, where the guards often decided to get involved in crowd control in a very firm and direct way. That said, never say never. Look. See, look. He just realised there's a horse here. Relentless. Okay, folks, there's the bell. We've pretty much hit perfect timing. Look, it's just not stopping. So many people want to come out to the front. There's only a certain amount of space. That's it, they're done. Officer's saying to them, and that's it. Summer's already here, isn't it? You can see it.
Behind the bollard, hello.
Look, she's not listening.
Get behind the bollard now.
Oh, she's French. C'est quoi ça? Oh, yeah, a big group of Frenchies. They just didn't understand. It's a bit like when I got shouted at. I didn't know what they were talking about. Folks, back in about a minute for part 2. Out of here for now. Be right back with the new horses. Bye for now.